Taoiseach, as was mentioned earlier, the development, a social housing development, which was going to deliver 34 social houses and 8 affordable to buy houses in a project between an approved housing body and a local cooperative facilitated by Dunleary Down, has collapsed because the preferred tenderer has pulled out, citing hyperinflation in the construction sector. Now, these are badly needed social and affordable houses. So this is a pretty devastating blow in a situation where there's a desperate crisis in our area in terms of the lack of social and affordable housing. But I want to put it to you, Taoiseach, not only do you need to intervene on this, but you see the problem is they can't even give it to the other tenderers because of the time limits and the tendering process and so on. This contractor is pulled out, is also involved in another social housing project in the area, but what it actually does is calls into question the entire Housing for All strategy. If a contractor can pull out based on hyperinflation because they can't make money, this can happen at any time, and we know there's hyperinflation going on in the construction sector, profiteering arguably around the housing crisis. So I think we need intervention around this particular project, but actually it speaks loudly to the need for a state construction company in order to deliver on the social and affordable housing targets. We cannot be in a situation where in terms of the delivery of social and affordable housing, we can be held hostage by contractors who can just pull out on the basis that they've decided that something is not profitable for them. So I ask seriously, do we not need to consider now the establishment of a state construction company to deliver social and affordable housing? Otherwise, we could find our entire project in that regard under serious threat.
Deputy Boyd Barrett raised the issue of tenders. That is a feature of current inflation hike and the increase in building costs, which isn't profiteering, to be frank, but we all know that the cost in terms of building raw materials has increased because of supply chain issues arising from COVID-19. There are procurement issues, you're correct, in terms of what happens if somebody pulls out, particularly in public contracts. But I will ask the Minister for Housing, Minister O'Brien, as I said earlier to Deputy Kelly, to engage on this issue and to see what possibly can be done to rescue the provision of those housing. But this is a feature of the current tendering process where costs have gone up. Objectively, everybody acknowledges costs have gone up across the board, and the Minister for Public Expenditure is reforming and adapting the public procurement frameworks to accommodate this and to make sure that we can get projects going and not lose too much time in getting projects done. In this case, the developers pulled out. I'll ask Minister Ryan to get involved and see if he can do